Welcome to Year of the Metal Ox Gemini. Year of the Yin Metal Ox begins on February 12th of 2021, lasting through until January 30th of 2022.
I know you'll find the perfect line, and then she give you a real good time. It's so insane they keep playing the game. You watch them fall one by one.
I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic mystic, and this is a readings by Rosemary angelic transmission. Our disclaimer: high magic should be used with all mindfulness since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. How do oxen communicate? With plenty of yakking. Yin Metal Ox is also known as Gold Ox and is thought to always be very on the go, very energetic, and also very dynamic. Yin Metal Gold Ox leads a very eventful life and sometimes even a very hectic life, and it has plenty of admiration from others. Yin Metal Ox is therefore rather well accepted among family, friends, co-workers, and also associates, especially because she or he is very reliable and also considered to be very diligent. Now, fame and esteem, popularity and respect and honor come very easily to Yin Metal Gold Ox. People might say that Yin Metal Ox is maybe too proud, or nevertheless, Gold Ox has a right to be very proud indeed. And those who would be, remind your would-be detractors to not confuse arrogance with confidence. Gold Ox possesses a determined self-assuredness, giving strength to Yin Metal eloquence and sensitivity. It's important to remember that Ox came in second place in the Jade Emperor's zodiac race. Now, more on that later on in this video. For now, let's look at specifics for you, particularly Gemini, during Year of the Yin Metal Ox. Now, astrology lucky charms for Gemini the twins during Year of the Yin Metal Ox are as follows. For Gemini lucky charms, your lucky gemstone is pearl. Your lucky colors, Gemini, are orange, green, and yellow. And your lucky numbers are 6, 7, and 8. Now, the Metal Ox lucky charms, the lucky gemstones for Metal Ox are carnelian, garnet, cat's eye, tiger iron, yellow citrine, jasper, amethyst. Now, the lucky colors for Metal Ox, the colors are red, gold, yellow, and purple. Now, the lucky numbers for Metal Ox: 3, 8, and 9. 3, 8, and 9. Now, number combination specifics: the number 8 and numbers that add up to 8 are considered steadfast and auspicious during Yin Metal Ox year. Numbers that add up to 9, such as 144, is a very fortunate number during Gold Ox year. Regarding numbers to avoid, the numbers 5 and 6 are not recommended during a Yin Metal Ox year. Color combination specifics: generally the color blue is considered lucky in an ox year. However, blue is not as auspicious during Yin Metal Ox as other elemental ox years. Now, colors that are not recommended during Year of the Ox are green and white. Nevertheless, for the duration of a Yin Metal Ox year, white is more fortunate than during other elemental ox years due to Yin Metal attributes. And therefore, moonstone charms are more lucky for Yin Metal Ox years than for other elemental ox years. Now, Ox loves other ox personalities. Ox loves snake and rooster, and Ox really likes dragon, monkey, rat, dog, and tiger. Now, Ox likes horse and also pig and rabbit, so they're likable for Ox. Now, Ox dislikes goat. Gemini, mutable air personality during Yin Metal Ox year will be steadied and hardened, firmed and slowed as the earth component of Ox influences the intelligent, imaginative, and very quick-witted water of air constituent of Gemini. Now, for the twins, in addition, the aspect of metal will bestow a determined willpower to Gemini, while watery and dark yin element chills Gemini temperament. With that said, Gemini could experience some sort of dissatisfaction from the ostensibly worrisome and wearisome and arduous characteristics of Yin Metal Ox year. Nevertheless, there's an incredible opportunity for the twins to pay attention to self, spouse, children, relatives, friends, home, and career. Keep in mind that although too much earth can burden and thicken air, choosing the right type of earth can give Gemini great power to move what is earthy to whatever the winds decide. For example, great and strong winds can move large objects, even animals, when enough speed and force is utilized, such as in tornadoes and those kinds of very intense storms. Now, although this type of raw power is very dangerous when used with the more measured approach persuaded by Yin Metal Ox season of winter, and wind is often accompanied by precipitation. Expect feelings and emotions to and emotive behavior to be on the increase and to come into play during that time, okay? For if air is the intellect, then emotion is the water, and both can be used by the twins to craft and subsequently congeal and gather the will and the fate of whatever circumstances Gemini decides to move in her or his life. With such potency afforded to Gemini, situations created and chosen by the twins will endure for a long, long time to come. Therefore, it is imperative that Gemini choose well what to guide and influence during Yin Metal Ox year. Since Gemini is imaginative and resourceful, take all of these factors into account when selecting a relationship, a career, a home, or some kind of project or endeavor during this Yin Metal Gold Ox transit. Now we're going to get to Gemini and the place in the Great Emperor's race, the Great Race by the Jade Emperor. Okay, what we want to show you here is that here is Gemini, and here, and then year of the Yin Metal Ox is associated with Capricorn, and we'll get into that more later when we go over the Yin Metal Ox things. Right now we're going to focus on Gemini. So Capricorn is more of a winter, and some people think Ox and Bull are the same, but no, because Ox is in the winter, like Capricorn, and Taurus is in the springtime. So that's a difference. There are some characteristics, like earth characteristics, but the winter versus springtime is the difference. Why Ox and Taurus are not the same. Taurus is associated with snake, and Capricorn again with Ox. So this is like similar, okay? All right, so Gemini's place in the Jade Emperor's zodiac race. Western astrology sign of Gemini corresponds with the Chinese zodiac sign of Horse. In the story of the Jade Emperor's great race to place 12 animals on the Chinese astrology zodiac, Horse came in 7th place in this ancient competition. One would think that Horse would win the race due to possessing a superior anatomy for being fast and sleek and equipped with elegant muscles fit for running and being able to win that kind of a race. So what happened? What happened to Horse? Well, what happened was this. The Jade Emperor saw Horse running through the waters of the river, making a big splash of sound and sight, with hooves pounding the riverbed, causing river water to splatter upwards. Horse was startled by Snake and reared up in fright, giving out an alarming neighing noise as Snake slid by to take the place ahead of Horse, leaving Horse in 7th place. So Horse was left with 7th place in the Jade Emperor's great race. Now, when Horse realized how fear caused defeat, sadness came over this equestrian animal, who finished the race feeling humiliated. But this Ox year, and especially Yin Metal Ox year, is going to give you many good things to make you feel like you're even more triumphant, because Gemini is actually very lucky and popular, and this will make you even more so, because this is a time to really when you're able to really hone in. And we're going to get to that. The Gemini, the twins year of the Yin Metal Ox lesson. What is your lesson? Okay. Avoid those who would attempt to provoke Gemini against the twins' best judgment into exposing all of your romantic secrets under the guise of honesty and or fair play. Since all or nothing is fair in love or business anyway, you should see these types of ploys used by those who want to control Gemini as actually tactics meant to unnerve or get the best of the twins. Now, don't fall for it, Gemini. Keep your secrets and be strategic in what you tell and to whom you tell it to. On the other hand, Yin Metal Ox is an opportunity in which Gemini will see improvement and success from relationships and projects which were begun last year, even from the year before that. Now, Ox, especially Metal Ox, charms the twins into staying the course, staying steadfast, and to appreciate the progress Gemini has already made from those circumstances developed from time and effort already put into previous plans made. Now for Gemini, the twins, and for the year of the Yin Metal Ox blessing. This is going to be for your blessing, okay? Expect more honesty and more loyalty from others. The Gemini is in established relationships with both personal and also professional or business relationships. Also, the twins can expect more stable and successful results from work and ongoing enterprises. Wealth and profit well achieved find their way into Gemini's life more consistently during this transit. All right, now what we're going to do, Gemini, is we're going to get into the particulars and the specifics about the year of the Yin Metal Ox. Western astrology sign of Capricorn corresponds with Chinese zodiac animal of ox. Legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Now, ox came in second place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Now, ox was thought to be strong and most capable of crossing the river that had to be negotiated to win the Jade Emperor's race by the scheming animals of rat and cat who hitched a ride on ox in an attempt to use ox's strength and stability to win. What happened was this: rat made a deal with cat to hitch a ride on top of ox because rat and cat were the best of friends and thought that ox would be able to cross the river faster and more assuredly than anyone else, thereby getting them excellent placements on the astrological wheel. Rat made a move that caused cat to be thrown off ox, allowing rat to get ahead of cat and even finish in first place before ox. Therefore, because ox was kind enough to allow shrewd rat and cat to hitch a ride, ox came in second place, with rat finishing in front of ox. Ox took second place in the Jade Emperor's race. Now we're going to talk about Metal Ox attributes. Yin Metal Ox has general ox qualities and is known to be well liked, also fashionable, hectic, affable, reliable, and self-motivated, and always on the go, and also working hard for themselves and also those for whom they care. Now, metal qualities will add much strength, steely nerve, also willpower, focus, self-assurance, and determination to Ox's already resolute, tough, and trustworthy personality attributes. For the year of Metal Ox, the Yin Metal Ox, we're going to get in now to the advice for Yin Metal Ox. Now, Yin Metal Ox is a year to focus on the parts of life that bring out one's devotion to work, stubborn dedication to chosen organizations, and personal social concerns such as status, fame, and popularity, since Metal Ox is admired and easily becomes a center attraction at any gathering, with everyone going to pay attention to Ox, especially Metal Ox. Now, make sure to take time for self during Metal Ox year. Get enough hours of sleep, eat enough, and make sure you eat enough of the right kinds of foods. Okay, you have to get the proper nutrition. Also, be sure to get in some recreation and plenty of sleep and relaxation time. Okay, now Metal Ox year is an excellent time frame in which to diligently stick to work projects or business plans. This is not a year to take big risks, do outlandish things, nor try out new untested schemes. It's a good year to stabilize steadfast relationships like family, co-workers, and close friends. Indeed, this is the period to be steadfast and industrious because Yin Metal Ox affords one resoluteness, also tenacity and attentiveness to do this and to do also all these other secure and sturdy things, and the tenacity that is required during Metal Ox year, and especially Yin Metal Ox year. Okay, now Metal Ox influence. What's the influence during Metal Ox year? Yin Metal Ox being the second, again, of the 12 zodiac animals in Chinese astrology, brings stability to any new cycle, fresh project, or novel endeavor that's begun the year before. And earnest labor, willpower, fortitude, pragmatism, and constancy serve sustainable, steady, and will also entrench and also uphold and lock in any new work that is implemented. Year of the Ox repeats every 12 years in Chinese astrology, while Year of the Yin Metal Ox repeats every 60 years, occurring in 2021, 2081, 2141, 2201, 2261, and 2321. Okay, 2321, that, and then every 60 years after that. That's the Yin Metal Ox year. Now, traditional Chinese zodiac places Rat, which associates with Sagittarius in the Western astrology system, at the beginning, November 22nd to December 21st, and Pig, which associates with Scorpio, at the ending, October 23rd to November 22nd of the astrological wheel. It is intriguing to notice that the Chinese zodiac splits its beginning and ending between Rat Sagittarius and Pig Scorpio, which is right where the mysterious zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, is found. Now, Ophiuchus is often called the 13th zodiac sign. It's equally fascinating to become aware that the Celtic pagans consider the festival of Samhain on the 31st of October as actually being their new year. And Samhain is also called Halloween, but Samhain is the ancient Celtic name. And again, they consider that festival on October 31st as actually being their new year. So also being a lunar calendar. That's the significant part, lunar calendar. With that said, when corresponding with Western astrology, one would associate the head of the Western zodiac, which is Aries, with dragon, okay, and Pisces, the tail of the Western astrology with rabbit. Okay, it is also fascinating to comprehend that there are in many cultures more than one New Year's celebratory festival. So, Metal Ox year is formed from the attributes of being the 8th heavenly stem of yin metal gotten from 10 celestial elemental qualities, and the second earthly branch gotten from 12 terrestrial animal personalities. It's important to note, and especially in this aspect, that there are the 10 heavenly or celestial stems are derived from the 5 elements in Chinese astrology, which are fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. The 10 qualities are comprised of the characteristics of yin and yang. And these are divisions within the assigned elemental attribute, with this current year of the Metal Ox being a Yin Metal Ox year. Therefore, there are 10 aspects gotten from yin and yang characteristics of the 5 Chinese elements. Now, as far as the guardian angels for year of the Yin Metal Ox, primary guardian angels for Yin Metal Ox year, elemental archangel of metal, is a bit tricky, okay, because it's Yin Metal Ox year, Yin Metal Ox year. So it's kind of tricky to get the Western association and then to also get the elemental archangels. But we've done the work here. I'm going to give it to you now. So since the Western elements do not include the elements of metal and wood, Chinese elements also, the Chinese elements do not include the element of air. Okay. Now, therefore, we shall divulge the closest approximations available using the element of yin and the Western zodiac sign of Capricorn, the goat, to help us find the best representations, because Capricorn goes with ox. Okay. Capricorn is the same as ox. Okay. So, we're going to use those to kind of come up with something that will be a very good correspondence and something you can really bank on. That is a very, very close approximation for you. Okay, so we can give you the best representations possible. Now, elemental archangel Gabriel of water, elemental archangel Gabriel of water best represents for an elemental association, since yin corresponds with water or moisture. The Western zodiac sign of Capricorn, which corresponds to the Chinese animal zodiac sign of Ox, is an earth sign corresponding to ox, which is also is associated with the constituent of earth. Therefore, archangel of the element of water, being elemental archangel Gabriel, will present as guardian angel during this astrological transit. Okay, again, year of the ox in Chinese astrology corresponds with the zodiac sign of Capricorn in Western astrology, and consequently associates with the elemental archangel of earth signs. Elemental archangel of all the earth signs referred to in various ancient Christian Hebrew traditions, as well as in scriptures, as being the archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel. Now, astrology angel of this seasonal aspect of Creator's great clock. We are taught through oral tradition and Kabbalistic writings that astrology archangel or zodiac angel Hanael is our association for this portion of Creator's cosmological progression expressed in extra-biblical, Christian, and also Jewish writings. Now, the book called Zohar. Zohar is what we recommend as a primary source of written Kabbalistic knowledge. These angels and archangels present in their feminine forms due to yin elemental association of yin metal ox year. So during a yin metal ox year, because it's yin, they will present in a more feminine form. Angels can present, in various forms, sometimes more feminine, sometimes more masculine, because in yin it's going to be more feminine, because yin is feminine. All right. Now, the secondary guardian angels for yin metal ox year. Planetary archangels which associate with Capricorn, being Western astrology correspondence for year of the ox, is angelic ruler of Saturn, being Archangel Cassiel. The Archangel Cassiel for Saturn, because Saturn associates with Capricorn. Okay, and awareness of both Western and Eastern astrology associations is very helpful. Now, earth and celestial angelic coordinates for yin metal ox year, we're going to give those to you now, and we're going to start with the earth coordinates first. We're going to go to the earth coordinates first, because the earth coordinates, where each element is on the earth, is different from where the elements are in the heavens, because on the earth it has to do with how people feel where the hotter part or the colder part or the moist part or the cold wet, and where the dry cold, they go with that, whereas in the heavens it's going with the astrology signs, the fixed signs of the zodiac. That's what corresponds with Leo and Taurus and Aquarius and Scorpio, because of the fixed signs. Okay, and those go with the four archangels. Okay, the four archangels that we're all very familiar with. Okay, and we're going to go over that now. Now, first, earth coordinates. Now, earth coordinates of elemental guardian archangels. The north elemental archangel of earth, in the north. So for the earth coordinates, the north coordinate for the elemental archangel of earth is Uriel. All right, and for the east elemental archangel of air is Raphael. And for the south, the elemental Archangel of Fire, Michael, for the south, for fire on the, yes, on the earth coordinates. That's right, on the earth coordinates. Now the west elemental Archangel of Water for the west coordinate, or the earth coordinates for the west, that would be Gabriel. Gabriel, the Archangel of Water for the west elemental Archangel of Water for earth coordinates. Now, celestial coordinates of elemental guardian archangels are going to go with the celestial coordinates. Now, when people do rituals, they utilize pentagrams for the earth and utilize hexagrams for the celestial. Okay, and these are people say that something might be they think something, the one is evil, and this, they're all Kabbalistic in nature. And also, please understand that many of these things are used, like for example, the pentagon is using it has a 5-sided polygon, okay, 5-sided polygon, and a 5-sided polygram, or would be a pentagram, would be something where the energy is brought in. Where if it's a polygon where the lines don't cross and they're just going around the outside, then that's where the energy is radiating out. Okay, so the military uses this, law enforcement uses these things. They're used for many things. They're certainly not evil. Okay, they're just simply it's just a certain amount of it calls in certain forces that have to do with whether we're talking about Earth or the heavens. That's all. Okay, so celestial coordinates, one's above, for elemental guardian angels for the north. Okay, for the north, elemental archangel of water. So in the north, in the sky, in the heavens, in north is water, and in the water is Archangel Gabriel. And Archangel Gabriel, this is the Merkaba field for the Archangel of Water, Gabriel. It's the Merkaba field. And those of you that are interested in Merkaba, Mer meaning rotating fields of light, Ka meaning spirit, and Ba meaning soul. Ba meaning soul. Okay, now for the celestial coordinates, the east elemental Archangel of Fire. In the east, we have Michael or Michael, because fire is in the east in the celestial coordinates. Now in the south, the elemental archangel of earth is going to be Uriel. So we have let me see. Oh, I wanted to give you the Merkaba field for the celestial. The Merkaba field for fire, for Michael, for in the celestial coordinates. Again, it's the east elemental archangel of fire, Michael. This is the Merkaba field for the fire archangel. The Merkaba field for the fire archangel. Okay? All right, now, south elemental archangel of earth, Uriel. So the archangel of earth, Uriel in the south. This is a Merkaba field. Looks like a three-dimensional Star of David. It's for earth. It's for Uriel is in the south when we're talking about the celestial coordinates. So it's different from the earth, okay? So Uriel, earth, the south. And then for the west elemental archangel of air is Raphael for air. Okay, that's in the west, and air in the west. The celestial coordinates, Raphael. This is a Merkaba field for Raphael. One of my very dear friends, a gentleman named David, who is someone who I used to do psychic readings with. He's another psychic. We used to do work at psychic fairs together, and he made these Merkaba field presentations for me. He's a very talented individual, so I wanted to thank him for that. I still use them, obviously. Okay. And also, we're going to give you now fortunate compass directions. Now, year of the Yin Metal Ox finds excellent fortune and expansive opportunity and richness in northern and southern directions. Northeastern and southeastern compass directions are not as beneficial during Yin Metal Ox year as in other elemental ox years because metal element finds good fortune in westerly directions. Therefore, where usually ox must avoid westerly, northwesterly, and southwesterly compass directions, such directions will not be too unfortunate throughout Yin Metal Ox year. Now, Yin, we're going to go over the elements kind of one by one here. The element of Yin, okay, the constituent of Yin: feminine, night, cold, water, wet, winter, inner, passive, relaxed, contracting, soft, and ventral. Ventral. Now, metal. For metal, the attribute of metal, we have ambition, self-reliant, willful, strong, self-assured. It also is known to go with grief, dry, pungent, and the nose, with willpower and resolve, strong as metal. Strong as metal. Okay. Now, general ox associations, for the general ox associations in general. So, ox by itself, just by itself, it's associated with yin anyway. So that's a double whammy with the yin. Also winter. Okay. Also earth. Capricorn, we had mentioned that. Rose or tulip are the flowers. There's might be a few others, but rose or tulip. And also 12th month on Chinese lunar calendar, the 12th month on the Chinese lunar calendar. There are 5 elements in Chinese astrology, being fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. Now, for the sort of the cycle of life, according to Chinese astrology and feng shui and Chinese, it goes into Chinese medicine. I did learn a little bit of Chinese medicine when I was in nursing school from one of our teachers was from China, and she taught us a lot of important things like moxibustion and things like that, so we would have that knowledge. So fire controls metal, metal controls wood, wood controls earth, earth controls water, and water controls fire. And this is the circle of life. Again, it comes full circle where we attempt to balance the 5 elements. Now, also, we're going to just give you briefly again what each element in Chinese astrology, what it goes with in as far as on the person's head, what organs it's associated with, and what attributes each element is associated with each of the 5 elements. So, for fire, it is joy, heat, bitter, and tongue. For earth, it is worry, damp, sweet, and mouth. For metal, it is grief, dry, pungent, the nose. For water, it is fear, cold, salty, the ears. And for wood, it is anger, wind, sour, and the eyes. To calculate the Chinese New Year, simply count the 2nd new moon that comes after the winter solstice. Information found in this document and in this video is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and join us again.